This is episode 350 of the Beyond the Food Show, and today we're going to talk about something you may have heard of, the 75 Hard Challenge. And we're going to offer you an option because, as you probably can imagine, the 75 Hard Challenge is not something that I think is good for you. So, I have an amazing opportunity for you today to do a 75 challenge, but the undieted way. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Going to Beyond the Food Show, the only podcast that teaches you how to reshape your mind, not your body, to make your life better, bigger, and bolder. Your undieted life. I'm your host, Stephanie Dozier, reformed dieter, nutritionist, and coach. You ready? Let's do this. Hey, welcome back, my sister. Today, I'm going to share with you an amazing opportunity for you to get started on dieting your life very gently, very softly with the people that I trust the most on this planet. These are my students. So today it's going to be a combination of us talking about why the 75 Hard Challenge is actually very toxic and dangerous for us as women. An option, which is called the 75 Intuitive Challenge. And we're going to do that in a beautiful group setting, 5 women, me plus 4 other women, and those 4 women are all my students. They've all graduated from my training program, and they came together as a community, as a group, to offer you an opportunity to get started on undieting your life, what they have learned with me and their unique perspective on it, and they want to share this message with the world. So that it's a free challenge that you can join. It's 75 days of being exposed to undieting your life and being exposed to their magic. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to roll in the interview that I did with them to introduce them to you. And I want to say to you, if this is calling on you right now to join this challenge, it's absolutely free. You can go to the show note right now of the podcast, either on your app or on our website, and click the link and join the challenge right away. If you're not quite sure, listen to the interview, meet these 4 amazing women, and then I guarantee you're going to want to put your name into this challenge and be exposed to their magic. We have 3 people on the podcast today. It's been almost a year since I did how do we call that? A quadrusome? A threesome is 3 people. We're actually 4 people here on the podcast today. So there's me and there's 3 of my students on the podcast that have a wonderful news for all of you, my listener, to share with you. A beautiful initiative. And I am going to be the host of them sharing that with you today. So we've got Kim that's with us.
Hi.
Then we've got Hardell.
Hello.
And then we've got Kate.
Hi.
So we're going to take the center stage of this episode today to share this magnificent, beautiful opportunity for you to take advantage of. So tell me about this exciting event that you have coming up.
Okay. So yeah, we are really excited about this. A big group of your students, actually, intuitive eating coaches, came together and decided that we were going to run a challenge, being able to share all of our unique expertise. But what we are doing is we are running the 75 Intuitive Challenge. So yeah, it's a 75-day transformative program that will permanently change how you approach health and well-being. It's going to cover mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of health promoting behaviors. It's sustainable. There's no pressure. And it also makes you the authority of what health means to you. That's a big goal for this program, is to ensure that people know that when they complete it, they are in charge of their body and their health, and that there isn't ever going to be a list of action items or behaviors that everyone should engage in. It's built on the 3 pillars of consistency, confidence, and compassion. We'll go into more details in a bit, but it's going to start April 1st and run until June 14th.
So today is March 16th. So as people listen to you guys on the interview, it's available for them to join this event. Now,
right.
I can't not notice that this 75 intuitive is similar to another thing that people may have heard of, this thing called 75 hard. So it reminds me of that, and I think it's purposely done from you guys' perspective. So tell me more about the 75 hard, 75 intuitive, the parallel between the two.
Yes, there's a definite parallel, but this is going to be the exact opposite of hard. So for anybody who might be listening, if you're not familiar with the 75 hard, it's a very popular challenge that goes on in wellness culture and out there in the general public. And it involves 75 days of following a strict diet, exercising, I think twice a day for 45 minutes per time, doing 20 minutes of reading, self-help a day, drinking an enormous amount of water. Wow. And I think there are a few other habits, and it is supposed to be hard. And though it is marketed not as a weight loss program, it's a mental toughness challenge, and it's supposed to be hard. And the whole idea with it is that you have to do each day perfectly. And if you don't, if you fail to do any one of the habits, you have to press the I failed button on the app and start all over again. And this was going on back at the end of last year as the whole new year, new you stuff was going on in the marketing. And our coaches group chat started lighting up with people saying, if I have to see one more person saying that they're starting the 75 hard, I'm going to lose my mind. And we just got talking about how problematic that is and how it really sets people up to feel like failures and create all kinds of disordered habits around eating and movement. And through that conversation, we thought, we need to do something different. We need to show people that it's not that hard, that it can be simple. And we tossed around a few different ideas, 75 easy, but we really landed on 75 intuitive, because that's what it's all about. Like, you have all of the knowledge within you. You know how to feed yourself. You know how to move yourself. The issue is not trusting that you know what you're doing. And that's what we really want to help people build up.
So 75 hard is what you said, the two words together, mental toughness. So the ideology behind this is that you build toughness in your mind, and the toughness will be the base of you doing things right.
I guess so. Yeah, right. That if you are strong enough and tough enough to repeat these habits for 75 days, then I guess you're a better person or something, right?
Or that will be the how you will be able to do the right thing in your life, by developing toughness in your mind. That is like so wrong and so not how the brain works. Forget about food, forget about body image. Just from the place of coaching and understanding how the brain functions, this is not how the brain functions. So the whole philosophy of 75 hard is based on principles that are not even effective in building habits for human.
Right. The whole ideology is that you repeat these actions enough times and your thoughts and your feelings will change. And we know that's not how it works.
No, well, and then you can draw the parallel to diet culture, right? That's exactly what diet culture tells you. If you're strong enough, you'll be able to restrict food, and you will be able to then lose weight and maintain the weight. So 75 hard, although it claims it's not about weight loss, it's another version of diet culture.
Yes. And though they say it's not a weight loss challenge, if you look at the marketing on their website, all you see are before and after photos.
Yeah.
So even without going to the marketing, what they're operating from is just creating another oppressive system for people to feel they're becoming their own oppressor. The goal is to beat yourself hard enough into compliance.
Yes.
It's fucked up.
It is. Yeah. It caught my attention when I first heard about it. I actually saw a colleague who she wasn't trained in intuitive eating, but she's a body image coach and she was doing this and she got a large group of her community.
Look, people don't see my face right now. I'm like,
yeah,
what?
I wish we could. Yeah, right. The same. That was exactly my face when I saw this, because what I saw, that marketing around it, was that it's not about weight loss. But like Kim said, all you see are before and after photos. But then, like the way they described it, it's not about the weight that I lost. It's about how I feel. It's about what I was able to accomplish. But then why are we using before and after photos to sell it, right? And also, is it really the fact that this program made you feel better, or is it the fact that you attach worth to being able to stick to something? And that's
Yes.
actually what you're feeling better. So you're complying to diet culture.
Yes. I'm just curious about this body image coach who's supposedly coaching people in body image. How is she coaching them if it's not a place of changing your thoughts and your beliefs?
I question the same thing, but I like this entire program, 75 Hard, doesn't implement any coaching aspect, right?
But I want people to listen to this story, because that's, so if you're looking for somebody to help you with body image, you have to do some investigation on the people that are actually helping you, because they could be harming you.
Yeah.
And clearly this is the case here.
Yeah. I honestly think it's from that play on the whole love yourself to change, so that you can still aim to change your body, but as long as you're doing it from a place of love, then that's acceptable.
And then you can love yourself by beating yourself.
Yeah. So like love yourself then.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Oh, I get it. So you can, if you beat yourself enough, then you'll fall in love with yourself.
I think it's more, if you loved yourself, you would always eat the right foods, or you would move your body, you would do all the right things because you love yourself.
Then love is conditional, right? If you loved yourself enough, you would behave in the right way. So this is all the things that is wrong with 75 Hard. How is your proposition, this challenge, different?
Yeah. So first of all, just to be really clear with people, there's no food rules in 75 Intuitive. There's no mandatory twice a day workouts or any mandatory movement. No before and after pictures, no perfectionism, no all or nothing thinking, no mental toughness required, right? Those are things that are really important for us to just like, this is what we stand behind. And so we want to switch this, turn it upside down and say, okay, in 75 Intuitive, our goal is to help you connect with your body, to regain and build your awareness around your hunger and fullness and satisfaction cues, to be able to trust yourself around food and movement again, that you don't need these lofty goals to trust that you're going to move your body or eat well, that it becomes second nature to you, that you can pursue your health goals on your terms with self-compassion and a supportive community. And I think some of these internet challenges, what people are looking for is connection and community and motivation from other people, especially after the last few years. We're all craving that connection and community. So there's a piece that people are looking for, but we want to put it in a framework that really feels good to people, is not beating themselves up. And we know as intuitive eating coaches, it's going to set them up for long-term success. I have lots of thoughts. And then the other goal is to create confidence, right? Real confidence, not mental toughness, that it's about having confidence about yourself and your body, no matter what the number is on the scale or how much you've worked out or what you've eaten, that confidence is an inside job that we build through our thoughts and our feelings.
So what you're saying, if I hear you in the most simplified ways, you're going to show people, teach people, and challenge people to do what's right for them without beating the shit out of themselves. There's another way.
Yeah. Yeah. There's another way.
There's another way. So why is it constructed under, or is it proposed or formulated under a challenge over 75 days?
Well, what we've put together for these 75 days
Yeah.
is a community of 12 coaches that are going to be showcased throughout
Oh,
those weeks. So
yeah.
you're really being exposed to a whole non-diet community of practitioners with a variety of specialties and focus. So each week is going to have a different theme and a different teaching and also live coaching. But some of the experts that we have in this group are intuitive eating counselors, body confidence and body acceptance coaches, licensed mental health counselor, weight neutral personal trainer and fitness coach, perimenopause health coach, intuitive drinking coach, and a food behavior nutritionist. So just from those titles, you can hear the variety of expertise that we're bringing to people. And this will be a venue where they can learn about different non-diet approaches and different habits that they're going to want to focus on.
What I really like about what you just said now is that people can experience, not only hear, but experience that the whole spectrum of health can be provided without making it about weight loss, making it about mental toughness, making it about behaving a certain way. So everything that has to do with your health, from food to exercise to thinking, can be done in a non-diet approach.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing. So who is this for? Like, if I was to say to the people listening to this podcast right now, how would they know if it's for them?
Well, definitely the people that have been victimized by 75 hard, so who have engaged with that challenge and left it feeling like they were the problem because they lacked, quote, willpower. So definitely those people are going to see that this program will offer them a much more compassionate way to engage with health promoting behaviors. And honestly, it's anyone who is interested in intuitive eating that has maybe practice it a little bit on their own and are struggling and want some guidance, or those that are completely brand new. It's great for beginners because, like Kate had said, we have such a range of topics. And it's really good for those who are craving that community and are wanting to be able to engage with health promoting behaviors, but are constantly feeling like the only way to do it is if they join a really hardcore challenge or a diet. And so it's going to offer them a brand new revolutionary way of being able to achieve results. This isn't a weight loss program, though. We have to make that very clear. So when I say results, it's being able to, the result is you're listening to your body. You're going to feel so confident that you get to choose what habits you engage in. And so that in and of itself is such a powerful mindset shift.
Well, people, you say you get to choose. One of the things that I hear very often from people who are beginning in this journey is, I'd like to choose, but I don't even know what to choose from. Will there be guidance to at least have a proposition of what they can choose from in order for them to make the choice?
Yeah, so we're not doing it the same way that 75 hard has, where there's like a list of whatever, like 8 or 9. I don't know how many habits that everybody has to do each day, but like we are going to give guidance in what is it that you want to accomplish during these 75 days.
Yeah.
And with the range of topics that we'll be covering, for instance, we're going to talk about hunger and fullness. We're going to talk about building confidence. We'll be covering movement. So of that selection of different things that you're learning on a weekly basis, it's more from, if you join this group from a place of curiosity and you engage with the coaches, you listen to what they have to say and you take out of it what you need, that's going to help you guide in choosing, okay, where do I want to start? What do I want to do each week? And the other really cool thing that we are doing, every week, there's a lesson video at the beginning of the week. And at the end, there's going to be a coaching session. So you get to actually engage with that coach, that if you're struggling or if you're finding that diet mentality is starting to appear, we can work with you. We can coach you through that.
And so this, there's going to be coaching session, there's going to be lessons, there's going to be proposition, there's going to be them learning to trust themselves and confidence. It seems like a lot of value. So what is the cost of this?
No monies.
Are you saying the word free?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So 75 days is how many weeks, Dad? 75 days, 12. I'm not good in mental math.
About 10
That's
and a
5
half.
weeks?
It's about 10 and a half weeks.
So it's 2.5 months of a container that people can put themselves in to experience learning to trust themselves, learning to find what they need within them with supervision from people that are expert like you and all the people. When we started at the beginning, I just want to precise that you're listening to my podcast. Obviously, you're into going beyond the food. All the people are graduate from my training program. So they're all people who speak to the same lingo. Like, you're not going to land on the body image coach that does the 75 hard challenge. Like, that's not the kind of people that are going to be in there, right? So you're getting 10 and a half weeks of that for free.
Yep.
That's amazing. Where can people sign up? Because I have a feeling people are listening to this, they were expecting a price tag. Now you're saying free, so they're going to want to
start the car.
Yes.
So there is a website that we created that has more information. I'm going to give you the link to put in the show notes. It's a Canva webpage and the URL is really long. I'm not going to read it out loud, but I will give you the link where they can get more information. Or they can go to Facebook and search 75 Intuitive Challenge. That's the name of the group that we've opened up. And if they click on that, they can request to join. There's a few admission questions that they have to answer. And once they do that, one of our admins will approve them and they can come into the group right now. There's a little bit of conversation and engagement happening in these 2 weeks before the challenge officially starts on April 1st. The coaches are in there. We're introducing ourselves. We're just kind of getting people warmed up and excited. So they are welcome to join us in the Facebook group at any time.
Okay, so what you're saying, I'm going to repeat that. There's going to be a link in the show notes. So if you go to the show note of this podcast episode, there's going to be a link. They click. They're going to be asked to give their first name, their email address. They're going to join this Facebook group, and they're going to be entertained right from the time they sign up. So if they sign up today on the 16th or tomorrow, the Facebook group is open to welcome them. There's going to be some entertainment for 2 weeks and officially starts April the 1st.
Exactly.
And if people hear this episode after the 1st, because we have a portion, about 20% of our listening that are after, sometimes weeks after. So if today is April the 10th, can I still join?
Absolutely. Yeah, there is no deadline. As long as they join us before it's over the middle of June, they'll be welcomed.
Okay, amazing. I think this is a wonderful opportunity for people to dip their toes in. Mm-hmm. This is the perfect container for people that don't feel good doing what they were doing before, that it is dieting, wellness culture, that like they've heard this thing, intuitive eating, but they quite don't know it. They don't know what it means. I think this is the perfect place for people to jump in and get started. So I didn't give you a chance at the beginning to introduce yourself, but since you were still here, can you guys, as we close, go around the table from Kim, Ardell, and Kate to introduce yourself and where people can find you?
Sure. So I'm Kim Hagel. I've been on the show before. I am a size inclusive personal trainer and body image coach. And you can find me on social media at Radiant Vitality Wellness, or my podcast is The Joyful Movement Show.
That's amazing. Ardell.
I am a ex-weight loss coach and ex-wellness obsessed coach turned intuitive eating and body image coach. I love working with women who have developed their past patterns on the pillar of perfectionism. And so we're going to pause perfectionism. I do this all inside of my signature program called Authentic Appetite, which obviously covers intuitive eating principles, but also mindset coaching, as well as just an overall, we take this beyond food. We look at so many other areas of their life. And you can find me at aromasandavocados.com. And that's also the handle for all of my social media.
Amazing. Kate.
Hi, I'm Kate Williams Stone. I am an intuitive eating health coach who focuses primarily on women in their 40s and perimenopause. I've been in recovery personally from disordered eating for over 20 years, but my health challenges during perimenopause really shook me as far as my relationship with food and body. And it also exposed me to how much wellness culture is out there for women in midlife, telling them their bodies are wrong and need to be changed when natural hormonal body changes are going on. So that's how I support women. You can find me on Instagram at Kate W. Stone, and then my website is katewilliamsstone.com.
Amazing. And there's going to be 9 more of you.
That's
Time
right.
9. These are just 3 of the 12 people that will be in this event. So there's going to be 9 more amazing people like what you heard today. So I invite all of you listening to this podcast, no matter when it is, to go into the show note and to register yourself for it, dip your toes in the water and feel the energy and see the possibility of how this approach can impact and change your life. If you are loving what you're learning on the podcast, you have to come and check out Undiet Your Life. This is where we get to hang out together, where you get the individual help applying the concept thought on the podcast while learning new coaching tools that will make your life even more amazing. It's also where you get to apply the learning to think better, eat better, and feel better, and create your undieted life, your better, bigger, and bolder life. Go to stephaniedozzi.com/join. I'd love to have you join us inside of Undiet Your Life, and I'll see you on the other side.